Right now we're sitting at a Happy Chef restaurant in Mankato, Minnesota, right on US Highway 169. We are the first and last Happy Chef restaurant. The founders are the Frederick family. There were 4 brothers who were all involved in the process of founding Happy Chef back in 1963. The ownership was around 60 restaurants, and there were around 48 Happy Chefs. So all over the upper Midwest. Yeah, Wisconsin, Minnesota, North and South Dakota, Iowa, Nebraska.
I started working here in 1963 and worked 63 and 64. I grew up on a farm and I got tired of working for nothing. So I figured I'd go and I asked my dad to buy me a car and he wouldn't buy it. So I said, well, I'm gonna go get a job. And he just said, oh yeah, sure you will. Well, the next day I came down and applied and I started working the day after. I started out as a dishwasher at 75 cents an hour. And shortly after that, I became a cook, and I cooked here. I got along with everybody. I mean, it was fun for me. The work wasn't even work. I didn't consider it work. The Frederick brothers also had a restaurant called Brett's Grill, and I worked down there also.
I think the Fredericks were great. I worked at the Owatonna Happy Chef for 38 years. And I started when, on Tuesdays, we had coffee for a nickel.
Denny was hired by Sal Frederick right out of Mankato State University back in 1967. He gave him a job up in Minneapolis to run a restaurant. It was one of the poorest ran restaurants. Denny turned around, made it a big moneymaker for him. As the time proceeded on, then Denny was given the job of food director for a while, and then he moved into the director of operations. From there, then he opened up all 50 restaurants throughout from McPherson, Kansas, and then in Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota, and Iowa.
He was a manager of those, all those.
Yep. He was a district manager.
As the kids got older, when they reached the age of 14, then they were automatically thrown in the Happy Chef North to work.
So not only a family restaurant, but family ran. Yeah, me personally, it's kind of where I grew up. Like Sue was the manager here at the North location in East, and she was like another mom to me.
I think a lot of the customers had fun watching me back behind the kitchen cooking, and Denny's trying to tell me how to cook, which I told him to get out of my kitchen a few times. I think people enjoyed having us, knowing that we were all a family down here working in the family restaurant. We were here for every holiday working. We planned our family events around our hours here at the Chef.
The iconic statue that was built in 1968. Originally, he spoke with a button, so you pressed a button and he spoke. He didn't talk for many decades. He, for about 20, 25 years, he didn't talk. Just malfunctioned, and they never got him fixed. But then getting him fixed was a priority. Having those ties to the community goes a real long way, and as long as you keep that in mind, you keep the community in mind, you provide good food, good service, people will keep on coming back. I think that being around since 1963, we have that longevity, which I think is a testament to the Mankato community and the community as a whole, the area. It's important, I feel, that as the current business owner, to make sure that it still remains some way, shape, or form the Happy Chef that they remember. As long as they can come in and they can still get their coffee, they can still get their omelet. Hopefully that allows them to feel that nostalgia and keep coming back. And where the world can change, but hopefully they can still come into Happy Chef and they still feel that locally owned small business atmosphere.
So it worked out really well. Made a lot of good, lasting friends at Happy Chef. I really enjoyed my job. I liked it. I really liked it.